All right, let's talk about this idea, this concept of completely disappearing for a little while to totally rebuild your life from the ground up. And look, we're not talking about a small change here. This is about a deep, fundamental transformation that happens in quiet by yourself.
So let me just ask you this, straight up. What if you just vanished? Not forever, of course, but for 90 days. What if you just hit pause on the entire outside world to put all of your focus on your inner world? I mean, what could you actually build in that time?
You know, the whole vibe here is what some people call monk mode. And it's supposed to be intense. It's supposed to be solitary. But that's also what makes it so incredibly motivating. It's you against you for you. It's all about finding your strength when things get quiet.
But you might be wondering, why do something so drastic? Why is a step like this even necessary? Well, it's really a direct answer to the world we're all living in. Let's dig into the problem this whole idea is designed to solve: the constant, unending noise.
I mean, think about your own day-to-day, the endless scrolling on your phone, getting sucked into some kind of constant, meaningless drama, and oh yeah, that classic excuse, always waiting for the perfect moment to finally get started. This is that state of distraction that keeps so many of us feeling stuck.
So, the solution, the strategic counterattack to all of that chaos, is this idea we're calling your winter arc. This is your own dedicated season for focused, internal growth.
And this isn't some vague goal either. It's a very specific period of time, exactly 90 days, with a super clear purpose: to isolate yourself from all that external noise so you can rebuild your life, but this time on your own terms.
You know, this is really what makes the winter arc so different from something like a New Year's resolution. Resolutions, they're often public, they're kind of superficial, and let's be honest, they're usually temporary. The winter arc is the opposite. It's private, it's deep, and it's designed from the ground up for real, sustainable, long-term change.
Okay, so how does this thing actually work? Well, the process is really a simple two-part formula. Let's jump into the first part, because this is where it all starts. You have to isolate yourself to find your focus.
So step one is simple. You cut out all that noise we just talked about, the drama, the scrolling, all of it. And this isn't about punishing yourself. It's about creating space, because that space, that quiet, allows for step two: building genuine self-awareness. You really can't figure out what to build until you know who you are, right here, right now.
So once you have that clarity, once you're in that quiet space, you move on to the second phase. And this is the constructive part. This is where you actively start to build your fortress, a stronger version of you, brick by brick, day by day.
And that timeline is non-negotiable. 90 days, 3 months. That's the container for this whole transformation. And it's the perfect amount of time, really. It's long enough to forge new habits and see actual results, but it's short enough to feel like a really focused, achievable sprint.
So, this is the most crucial part. What do you actually do in those 90 days? Well, you establish a few non-negotiable daily habits. Things like a daily workout, which is for your physical strength, daily reading for your mental growth, and a consistent bedtime to keep your energy levels stable. These are the foundational bricks you're using to build your fortress.
Okay, so you put in the 90 days of this intense private work. What's the outcome? What's the big payoff? This is where we really get to the heart of the whole philosophy. It's all about the power of quiet results.
And I want you to really let this sink in for a second. True transformation doesn't make noise, it shows quiet results. It's not about the big, loud announcement, it's about the silent, undeniable change that happens within you.
See, you don't come back after 90 days and post on social media about how much you've changed. You just come back, and people notice. They'll see it in how you carry yourself, they'll hear it in how you speak, and they'll feel it in how you act. The results speak for themselves, quietly, but oh man, so powerfully.
So ultimately, this whole entire concept really just boils down to a choice. The quiet, the focus, the opportunity, it's all right there. Your 90 days are waiting for you. And so the only question left to ask is, what are you going to build?